Welcome back to another thrilling breakdown of Days of Our Lives. Just when you thought things couldn't get any more exciting, the latest twist in Salem will have hearts racing and emotions running high. A charity auction, a bold move, and a love story in the making. Buckle up, because Chad and Kat's relationship is about to take center stage. In today's analysis, we dive into the unexpected turns of Sunday, February 25th. Chad and Kat have been planning a major fundraiser for the hospital, but what happens when the event takes an unpredictable turn? Could this charity auction set the stage for their first real date? And is Chad finally ready to acknowledge his feelings? Let's break it all down. As Chad DiMera and Kat Green immerse themselves in planning the hospital's charity fundraiser, their focus remains on uniting the community for a noble cause. Their vision of a street fair is not only charming but also a way to bring families together in a joyous, uplifting environment. The event promises entertainment, food, and activities that will foster a spirit of generosity and collective support. But as they meticulously organize every detail, there is an undercurrent of something deeper between them, an undeniable tension that neither is fully acknowledging. While brainstorming creative ways to maximize fundraising efforts, the discussion shifts toward high-energy donation opportunities. That's when Kat proposes an intriguing twist, a charity bachelor and bachelorette auction. The concept is simple yet thrilling. Prominent Salem residents put themselves up for bid, with the highest bidder winning a date with their chosen participant. The idea sparks immediate excitement, and Chad, ever the charismatic philanthropist, readily agrees. But does he truly understand the implications of this decision? Could this lighthearted fundraiser force him to confront emotions he has been suppressing? As Chad listens to Kat outline the event, something stirs within him. He watches her animatedly discuss the potential bidders, the friendly competition, and the exciting possibilities that this auction could bring. But what he doesn't expect is the growing realization that this event may become personal for him in ways he never anticipated. Could it be that this playful suggestion will serve as the catalyst for a shift in their dynamic, one that neither of them is entirely prepared for? If the auction does take place, it could serve as a turning point in Chad and Kat's relationship, one filled with unexpected revelations and undeniable emotions. The excitement in the air is palpable as attendees eagerly await their chance to bid on Salem's most eligible bachelors and bachelorettes. The atmosphere is electric with anticipation, playful banter, and a touch of friendly rivalry. But when Kat steps up to the stage, everything changes. As the spotlight falls on her, she maintains her composure, exuding confidence, but beneath the surface, there is a flicker of nervousness. She had agreed to participate in the auction for charity, not expecting it to mean anything more. Yet, as the bidding starts, the numbers quickly climb, higher than she ever imagined. Several men are eager to win an evening with her, each raising the stakes in a battle for her attention. The crowd cheers as the auctioneer calls out the latest bid, pushing the competition forward. And then, just as it seems like Kat will be claimed by someone else, Chad makes his move. Chad had been watching from the sidelines, telling himself this was just a fun event, nothing more. But as he witnesses other men fighting for a chance to spend time with Kat, something shifts inside him. A feeling he had suppressed for far too long resurfaces: jealousy, longing, and an unshakable realization that he does not want to stand idly by. Before he even fully understands what he is doing, Chad raises his hand, offering a bid that leaves the entire room in stunned silence. He has outbid everyone, leaving no question about his intentions. The room erupts into gasps and whispers, all eyes shifting between Chad and Kat, who now stands frozen in disbelief. Has Chad finally acknowledged what has been simmering between them all along? Is this just a playful moment, or is it a bold declaration that he is ready to take their relationship to the next level? Whatever the answer may be, one thing is certain: this auction just changed everything. Chad has spent months suppressing his emotions, burying them beneath layers of self-doubt and lingering grief. The scars of past betrayals have not fully faded, and while he intellectually understands that Kat was forced into her actions, Emotionally, the association with Abigail remains difficult to shake. However, as time has passed, Chad has begun to see Kat for who she truly is, someone who has stood by him, someone who has silently cared for him, and someone who, despite everything, harbors deep feelings for him. And now, the question is, does he feel the same? As the auction unfolds, Chad watches in growing frustration as other men eagerly bid for a date with Kat. At first, he convinces himself that this is just part of the fundraiser, that it's nothing more than a harmless game. But the more he watches, the more something unexpected bubbles to the surface: jealousy. A primal, undeniable realization hits him. The idea of someone else taking Kat out, making her laugh, getting to know her on a deeper level, it's unbearable. Then comes the defining moment. The auctioneer calls out a bid that seems to seal Kat's fate. Just before the gavel falls, an unexpected voice rings out over the crowd. It's Chad. Without a second thought, he raises his hand, placing a bid so high that the entire room gasps. The tension is thick, the energy in the air shifting in an instant. All eyes dart toward Chad, then to Kat, whose breath catches in her throat. For a moment, time seems to freeze between them. This isn't just about charity anymore, this is something real. Is Chad finally ready to embrace what's been growing between them? Is this his way of stepping forward and admitting what he's been too afraid to say? Or is he still holding on to the past, unsure of what this moment truly means? Whatever the case, one thing is certain: this auction just changed everything. After the auction, Kat and Chad will be bound by the outcome of the bid, a date that neither of them can escape, yet both may secretly welcome. What begins as a simple charity outing, meant to uphold the spirit of the event, could quickly evolve into something far more meaningful. For the first time, Chad and Kat will find themselves sitting across from one another in a different context, no longer partners in planning, no longer surrounded by the noise and distractions of their shared responsibilities. This is uncharted territory. Without the fundraiser as a buffer, will they finally address the lingering tension between them? Will Chad acknowledge that his bid wasn't just about supporting a good cause, but about something much more personal? As they navigate the evening, Kat will no doubt be brimming with anticipation. She has waited for what feels like forever, hoping Chad would give her some indication of how he truly feels. Now that he has made this grand gesture, will he be willing to take the next step and admit his emotions outright? Or will he retreat behind his walls once again, leaving her wondering if this was just another fleeting moment? The atmosphere will be charged with unspoken words and stolen glances. Will Kat play it cool, allowing Chad to come to his own realization? Or will she finally push him to be honest about what he really wants? Either way, this date could mark the beginning of something life-changing for both of them, or it could expose emotions they are still too afraid to confront. This auction could be the defining moment in Chad and Kat's journey, a crossroads where emotions can no longer be ignored. For weeks, they have tiptoed around their growing connection, their unspoken feelings lingering just beneath the surface. But now, with Chad stepping forward in such a public and undeniable way, the time for hesitation is over. Chad has spent so long guarding his heart, fearful of opening himself up again after experiencing loss and betrayal. But is this the moment that finally convinces him to take the leap? Will he see that Kat isn't just another chapter in his past but someone who could be a true part of his future? Or will he let his fears keep him from embracing what is right in front of him? As for Kat, her patience has been unwavering, but even she has limits. She has put her heart on the line in subtle ways, waiting for Chad to see what's been there all along. But she won't wait forever. If Chad doesn't seize this opportunity to admit what he truly wants, he may find himself watching as someone else steps in to take the chance he was too afraid to embrace. After all, if he wasn't ready to bid, someone else certainly was. This auction may have been for charity, but for Chad and Kat, the stakes are far more personal. What happens next could change everything. The Days of Our Lives spoilers hint that this charity auction could be the catalyst for a major change in Chad and Kat's dynamic. Whether it's a heartfelt confession, a realization of long-buried emotions, or simply the beginning of something new, one thing is for certain: Salem is about to witness a romance that could redefine both of their futures. So what do you think? Will Chad take this opportunity to finally embrace his feelings? Will Kat get the moment she's been waiting for? Or will another twist send them in an entirely unexpected direction? One thing is certain: Days of Our Lives is delivering some of its most intriguing romantic developments yet, and we'll be here breaking down every moment along the way. Stay tuned, because love, heartbreak, and unexpected surprises are just getting started in Salem.